everyone, so today I have a tutorial on this really cute bracelet that I invented called the Lifesaver bracelet. The reason I call it the Lifesaver bracelet is because the little white circles kind of look like the floaties that are on ships and boats, and the little stripes kind of make it look like a lifesaver. And this design is somewhat complicated, but once you get the hang of it, it gets really easy after that. So without further ado, let's get started.
So today you will need your loom, your hook, one C-clip, and as many rubber band colors as you like. I'm using white, turquoise jelly, and rose jelly. All my supplies are from the Rainbow Loom web store.
So first you're going to start out with your loom and bands. We'll need our hook quite soon. And if you have a loom that has a base that is all connected, so there's no holes at the bottom of your loom, you can still make this bracelet. And also I recommend that you have previous knowledge on how to make the inverted fishtail bracelet, just because the hooking process is basically the same in this bracelet. So first, I'm going to take double bands and I'm going to put these on my pins. This is going to be the middle color of your bracelet. And now I'm going to take my outside colors that are going to go on the outside, and these bands are going to be double looped. So go ahead and double loop them, also known as cap bands. Stick those on your pins, and also twist these as an infinity sign, like that. Now you're going to take your second color for the outside, or the same color, doesn't really matter, and I'm going to put it on the opposite side and twist it as well. And now push my bands down, and we're going to add our next layer. So for our next layer, we're going to add our next layer of double bands for the middle. These are two single bands together. And now we're going to start the hooking process. So basically for these two pins, we are going to hook like we would in an inverted fishtail. So you're going to go inside the second band. I kind of like to grab it to pull it out, and grab the bottom band and pull over. And once again, go inside the second band, grab the bottom band and pull over. Push your bands down. Now you're going to add your next layer of outside bands. So I'm going to double loop my bands on my fingers and stick them on. And take my other band for the other side, and now I'm going to put it on the other side again. And now I'm going to go ahead and start the hooking process again. So what we're going to do on this side is we're only going to hook the pins that are on the outside. So hook this side and this side, like that. Now push your bands down. Now we're going to add our next layer of bands on, which is our middle bands, which are double bands. Now as you can see, we cannot do an inverted fishtail stitch here because we have 4 layers of bands here. So what we're going to do is get rid of the bottom layer, which is for me pink and blue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go inside the top 3 layers, so go inside the pin, and then push the bands out, push your hook outwards, so that way you can grab the very bottom band. So I like to use my hook to push out the 3 layers using the back of my hook like this. And then I'm going to grab the very bottom layer and pull it over my pin, like that. I'm going to go inside my top 3 layers of bands. Go inside the top 3 layers of bands and grab the bottom band, which is the 4th band, and pull it over the pin, like that. Push your bands down, and now we can do the inverted fishtail stitch on here. So now you can just go inside the second band, do the inverted fishtail stitch. Go inside the second band again to do another inverted fishtail, pull the band over, push your bands down, and now we can add our next layer of bands on. So these are the outside bands, so we are going to double loop them. And put it on the next set of pins. And now I'm going to take my hook and start the hooking process again. So I'm only going to hook the 2 outside bands, like that, and then push your bands down. So now we are ready to add our next layer of bands on, which are the middle colors, double bands. And remember for this step that we need to get rid of the very bottom layer of bands here. So go inside your top 3 layers of bands and pick up the 4th layer on the bottom and hook over. Go inside the 3 layers of bands pick up the bottom 4th band and hook over. Push your bands down, and now we can hook the inverted fishtail stitch. So go inside the 2nd band, pick up the bottom band and hook over. Go inside the 2nd band again, pick up the bottom band and hook over. So basically you're going to continue this process until you have a full length of a bracelet. As you can see, mine is starting out right here, and as it gets longer it is a little bit easier to move around. As you can see, I did it in the style of people who do not have the very bottom base plate, such as the Wonder Loom. So so you will see how it still turns out the same. If you do have a rainbow loom or any other loom that has the holes in the bottom of your loom, the bracelet will come out through the holes as long as you started making it where the holes are. So I'm going to come back in a little bit when I finish my bracelet. If you're still having trouble, please rewind and rewatch the tutorial over again, and I will show you how to finish off your bracelet in the next clip. So I have now finished my bracelet, and I'm going to show you how to take it off the loom. So you want to end so that your top layer that is on your pins is your middle layer, or in my case white. And now the ending of this bracelet is quite difficult. So first you're going to move this left side over to the pin here and the right side over to this pin here, like that. Now you want to take double of this color that you have here and put it on the next pin and leave it kind of loose like that. This part is very difficult, so be careful. You want to take your hook and grab all the bands on here and hold them with your finger, because it's very easy for these bands to slide off your hook. And you want to move them over and transfer them to the pin with these white loose bands here. So as you can see, my bands are now all attached to this pin. And so we have this empty pin in the middle right here, and you're going to take these white double bands, or the middle color of double bands, and attach it onto this pin, like that. And now you're going to move these bands here to the middle pin. So be careful again, because these bands are really, really easy to get off of your hook. Like that. And now what you're going to do is you are going to you're going to go inside all the bands on the pin and grab the bottom band here. And it's okay if bands fall off now. And you're going to hold onto this band with your hook and move it over to a pin. And now you're going to go inside all the bands on this pin here. Go inside all of them. Make sure that you go through all. And grab the very bottom band, pull it off the pin, and you're going to put it onto the same pin that you attached the other end of that white band on, like that. Now you're going to go ahead and take your C-clip and slide it onto all these bands on here. Make sure that you've got it on all the bands, and then you can go ahead and remove it from the pin and remove the two ends of bands here. Give it a light little tug. And you are done. So now basically you just want to connect both ends together, and there's a loop over here on this end that I'm going to attach my C-clip to. Like that. And that is pretty much it. So I really hope you guys like this design. Once again, it is my own original design, and this Lifesaver bracelet is really cool, and I think it's very simple. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if it helped you out, and also subscribe to me for more videos. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Pinterest. My username for both is tutorialsbya. And on Instagram, please post any creations that you've created using my tutorials to the hashtag tutorialsbya, and also tag me in it so I can go like and comment on your picture. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my video next week. Bye!